I'm Cynthia Allen here with Bob Ray Sanders. Thanks for joining us for Taking Sides. Well, the State of the Union was last night, Bob Ray, and I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are about what the president had to say and the reaction.
Well, actually, I was very proud of the president for reminding the American people, and that's who he was really talking to, the American people, not the Congress, who've been obstructionists all these years. He was telling them what successes have been made over the last 5 years. And it's incredible that they don't see that or don't want to see it. He has an incredible record to stand on. He told the American people that he's standing on it and he's going to fight for them. The reaction, of course, is that Republicans are still going to go on with their bullheaded routines of trying to get things through that will be vetoed if they do pass it.
Well, a couple of things. To your point about being bullheaded, I think the president making a State of the Union address and saying that there are 4 things up front that he's going to veto, that's a little bullheaded too. Part of the issue here is that in November, Republicans won majorities in both houses, as well as in a number of legislatures throughout the United States. So clearly, if there are successes that this president, there are some successes that he can take credit for, but there are also a lot of things that people are unhappy about. Ordinary Americans, we have wage stagnation. We have 6 million fewer jobs today than we should in a typical recovery at this point. So yes, while there are are successes, there are also some problems. And so the American public overwhelmingly decided we want some new leadership. And so the president gets up in his first State of the Union, and instead of saying, Congress, I'd like to work with you, which is what George Bush did in 2007. The first words out of his mouth were to say, I want to congratulate Nancy Pelosi as the new speaker, and I'm looking at new faces in Congress. The president didn't do that. He said, I'm going to veto these things.
The president has reached out to the Republican Party, to the people on both sides of the aisle, but certainly to the Republican parties since the day he walked into office. They have rejected his hand. And he has said that I'm going to do this. And he said to the people last night, he said, I ran for you. And he wasn't talking about the members of Congress. He was talking about the people of the United States of America. And it was for that reason that he went out and tried to sell some of these points even before the speech.
But the people of Congress also ran for the American public, and they represent certain people. And they ran on an agenda, and that's the agenda that they have put forth, and that's what they're going to try to do in Congress. And the president has a responsibility as a leader to work with them, and there are certain issues that they're going to want to push through.
And what is their responsibility to work with him?
They do have a responsibility to work with him.
And have they been doing that?
Well, they just started, and they just started this Congress, and they have laid out the agenda for the things that they were elected on. They were elected in November. The president was elected years before that, and so I think they both have a responsibility to work together. And I don't really see that happening, but I don't think that's just the Republicans' fault. That's the president's fault too.
Well, the truth of the matter is, what is best for the American people? And I think that the president has decided what he thinks the American people want.
But that doesn't mean that's what's best.
Well, I mean, I think he's decided that is what's best, and then we can wait until the next election for them to, cast their vote on it. But he's going to move forward with his agenda.
Well, I think my short and sweet interpretation of the speech is that if you like President Obama, if you like class warfare, if you like free stuff, you probably like the speech. But if you don't like those things, you probably didn't. Class warfare.
Oh, okay. We just give everything to the rich and the corporations and forget about the middle class.
No, that is not what we should be doing.
Well, that's what the Republicans want to do.
No, it certainly is not what the Republicans want to do.
What's their agenda for the middle class?
We'd like to know what you think.